Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, it's me, Cilantro. Not sure if you guys have noticed, probably have. I'm now in Silk. I'm the co-owner of Silk with Silk Bionic. Go follow us on Instagram at silk.ggs, and hopefully we'll be making a YouTube channel soon. Today we're talking about the top 6 drop spots in Fortnite. And starting off in no particular order, at number 1 we've got the weather station near Caddy Corner. This location is astonishing because it's on the snow-capped mountains, and there are a few players that do drop there, which you can, if you are able to fend them off, then you're in such a good position. There's so much loot there. There's a ton of chests. Not only are there a ton of chests, though, there's, on top of that, you've got a helicopter that spawns there on a helipad. And then you may be like, but why would this location be amazing if it's pretty contested? Well, it's worth, especially until you get into Division 6. It's a stellar because chances are you're going to be better than the players you're facing. So if you get good enough RNG and kill them, you can rotate down, and at Caddy you could clean up the final players there, and most likely now you have pretty decent materials, as there's a ton of metal just in fences and some cars, and you could get some brick as well, and you will probably be able to clean up the remaining players there, and that gives you access to the vault, and you get the mythic grenade launcher, shockwave grenade launcher, and the mythic charged shotgun. On top of that, there are some henchmen there with P90s, and the P90s, I mean, I'm sure you guys have all experienced. They're pretty broken, so that's another really good reason why you should drop there. I believe there's also an upgrade station, and there's a lot more chests down there, so most likely it hasn't been completely looted. And if you have, you can just get the loot that your teammates that the players that you eliminated had. On top of that, it's a very good solo and trio drop spot. There's a bug in my room. It's a very good solo and trio drop spot, and obviously since there's a vault, it has a supply drop, which gives you a launch pad unless you unfortunately get a bug. One of the biggest problems about it, though, is that it is on the edge of the map, basically. So we're very close. And despite the fact that you can get some free kills, third party and caddy, it is a problem when it comes to the edge of the map. Another very good drop spot is the pontoon, or the secret boat. And the reason it's so good is it spawns at random locations on the edge of the map the whole game. And not only does it do that, but it also has stellar loot, as you get a supply drop, a henchman chest, and 5 chests. The henchman chest, it's not a scannable one, by the way. And for that reason, you can just open it. Also, there's enough slurp crits to get you to 100, and there's plenty of noms, like care packages that have all the like veggies. Now, the main problems with it are that most of the places that it spawns, there's not very much loot nearby. On top of that, it's not really a trio drop spot. I mean, you can land there with a trio and succeed. I mean, I've experienced that myself. But it's just not as easy. Though a lot of the times you will get a free kill especially if it's near like another location that's kind of small. But like, for example, Deadpool's yacht, if it's near there, like maybe one time free kill because two of a team went to Deadpool's yacht, and the rest of the team, or the third guy went to didn't go to Deadpool's yacht. He landed with my team. Yeah, those are just some of the problems, and there's not too much loot for a trio. It's 7 total loot things, so there are also some loot spawns. So that means each person would get 2 chests, or 2 people would get 2 chests, and 1 would get 3. Though one person would not even get one of the henchmen or supply drops. But I suggest having someone who's comfortable with not carrying a shotgun and having an SMG, because chances are you may end up having to not carry a shotgun and just rock an SMG, which I'm fine with. But on top of that, you can also stack slurp shrooms or coconuts or peppers, stuff like that. Next spot is Rickety Rig. I mean, it's sort of the next spot, because the thing about Rickety Rig is, I mean, the main place that I'm talking about is not, it's the most, it's like the southern island, the South Island, I believe, and it has a helicopter, and on the island in total, there's, I think, 8 or 9 chests, and this drop is especially good because you can not only get a helicopter, once again, good transportation. Normally there will only be one other player who goes to the island, and the thing about that is that, like, there's probably a lot of players going to the other Rickety Rig Islands, so if you do want to fight, you can choose to fight that. Also, if you have a good loot path, you can get max brick and metal. You should be able to get max wood on the island and max metal on the island if you farm up all the walls and stuff, and if you farm the fences. So brick really is your only problem. There's also a boat or two, and yeah, the loot there is really good. Also, if you have the scenario where one of those little losers just drops on the helipad, gets a gun, doesn't even open the chest potentially, which is what happens to me all the time, and takes your heli, there's multiple whirlpools in the area, the biggest one being at Hydro 16, that bridge. It's now above where that, like the dam and where that little power plant thing was, at the bottom of it. This is a really good location. You can camp in the corn as well, which you could just be a corn rat. You can get some kills on people rotating towards you, especially people rotating, maybe hoping you haven't taken the heli yet, or going to the whirlpool, and it's an all-around amazing spot. Now, Steamy Stacks. Steamy Stacks it's a very good spot, and I actually really enjoy fighting off spawn there, because unlike Caddy, which I'm not sure if I said I didn't enjoy fighting off spawn there, I really hate fighting off spawn there, but at Steamy, you can turn it into a box fight within a building, and most likely you'll get an SMG, and what I suggest you do is, you don't even need attack. What I do is I just make sure I have an SMG and just spam the person as they walk around the corner. This really involves your, whether or not you're the big unknown, because you have to sneak around, get that pre-fight damage, maybe even a kill before they can react. And not only that, I mean, I'm sure you know that the bottom level of Steamy is flooded, but you can still use the 2 stacks. There's a pretty big island nearby that you can get max brick and wood on. You can also get some good metal at Steamy. And there's a group of marauders near the slurp truck that normally spawn there. I've seen them a lot there. near that gas station slurp truck. And you can choose to get the slurp truck. I personally choose not to. I go for the mats because I know that I can still get good heals. There's normally a player or two going to Steamy. Sometimes there's not even a player. And because of that, really the only threat you have in the area is either the kid that goes to that no sweat insurance area. I'll probably put a picture of that in the video. Or if they go to the other weather station that's on that very high hill near Craggy, or at least what's left of Craggy, because there's a helicopter there that they could push you with, but their loot is definitely not going to be as good as yours. Yeah, one of my favorite things about Steamy is if you choose not to fight off spawn, it's such a good loot. Like you could literally make a loot path at Steamy Stacks by just looting one building, taking off through the thing, getting the stack, going to that island, or this is what I do, go to the island, and then I take, the whirlpool. Yeah, that's nearly no sweat thing. And now we're on to our 5th location. Another very good location that fills our 5th spot is the Lighthouse area with that small house plus the lighthouse. There's a ton of floor loot. I think at least 8, 9, maybe even 10 chests. What I always do is if I'm uncontested, I land at the lighthouse, break it all down. Don't land at the top because it's much more efficient and you could possibly get a kill on somebody who lands on top by breaking the whole lighthouse down. But I would, if you're contested, go to the house. The reason this location is so good as well is there's a lot of water in the area. You could also rotate to the those 5 houses that are like west of Pleasant, I believe. Maybe it's north, I don't know. And by going to those houses, you can maybe get some extra loot. There's bushes to hide in as well if you want to be like that. There's probably going to be a player or two over there, maybe. But you shouldn't be contested at Lighthouse too much. It has pretty good loot though. And one of the things is whenever I drop there, I swear I get the worst RNG. I never get anything good, any good shotgun or anything. Though I haven't really dropped there this season very much. I know it's a very good location, but I personally drop Steamy and Rickety Rig. Those are my personal favorites. But all these locations are very good. The main problems with this is the materials. There's not too many trees or anything. And that's one of the things I would just be most worrisome about. Now, it would mean the world to me if you please liked and subscribed. See you guys in the next one. Peace.